Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Palesa.inama and thank you for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, please click that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on my new videos when I upload. Today's video is like late because these questions were asked about I think 2 or 3 months ago, and I'm very sorry about that, but life happened. But here we are now and I'm going to answer all the questions. But first I want to give out tips and tricks for starting a successful YouTube channel. So you probably heard this a lot. When you say I want to start a YouTube channel, I know people who are already on YouTube will tell you start, just start. And you hear it a lot, but honestly it's the truth, and I'm about to tell you again, start, just start. You don't have to have the fanciest equipment, you don't have to have the prettiest spaces to film in. What you have to do is to start. You don't have to have a big following, because the following will come, your numbers will grow. But for that to happen, you need to start. You need to start putting out content. You need to start getting the word out there about your channel. So promote your link wherever you can, however you can. Get your friends and family to send it out to their friends and family, and that way your audience grows. Now that you've started, so let's assume you've now decided to take the plunge and start. What is next? What you need for a successful YouTube channel is to have a personality. So be spunky, be funny, just have something about you that people can be drawn to. When you speak on camera, don't speak in a monotonous voice. Hi, my name is Palesa. This is my YouTube channel. Put some spunk into it, you know. Have a bit of vibe. Be yourself. Be quirky if you're quirky. Bring some life when you're sitting in front of the camera. And I know it can be daunting sitting in front of the camera, looking directly into the lens and speaking to people, but with practice and with each and every video that you record, you will get better. And that is tip number 1. Tip number 2, don't wait for the numbers. I've already mentioned this. Don't wait for a bigger audience. Start. We start with 0. Then you get 10, then you get to 100, then you get to 500, and then you get to 1,000. The numbers will come, honestly. I know it is very discouraging to put out a video or to put out a reel or a picture or a tweet, whatever you want to put out on social media, and you look at the numbers and the numbers are just, you know. I know how that feels. It's happened to me. I mean, I am on Twitter, but my Twitter numbers are not that great. Sometimes I just tweet with myself with no responses or anything, but the fact is I'm getting it out there, and I know there are people that are reading it, they're just not engaging with it, and that's okay. I put up my YouTube links, so once in a while I will tweet about my latest video, or I will tweet about my channel. I will ask people to subscribe to it. At first I was ashamed because most of the people that are on Twitter that follow me are people that I know, and in my head it was like, oh, what are these people going to say? Like, I have a YouTube channel, these people about to be in my business, you know. And after that I was like, I want to start a channel for the reasons that I like to share tips and tricks. I like filming things, and whoever watches it. There are going to be people that don't like it, but even the people that don't like it, the negative Nellies, when they do give bad comments, the fact is they watched it. That means my numbers are growing, and that is a good thing. My third tip is to share quality. So the big YouTubers, they go to a lot of events, they do a lot of things. Some people are full-time YouTubers, so they are able to film every day, and they're able to put out more content than somebody like me who goes to work during the week, and my only time to create content is if I'm on leave or during the weekend on public holidays. But make the most of it. I know on weekends I will try and get my house chores done by Friday night, so Saturday and Sunday I can bulk create content. But by bulk create, I mean I will maybe shoot 2 YouTube videos. I will then make some time for some reels. I will then make some time to take some pictures for my Instagram feed. It's all about planning it, but also you need to get a feel for it. Like, start off with one video a weekend and see how that goes. Start off with posting one video a month if you're just starting out and you feel like it's too much, and then gain traction. Then you start putting out 2 videos a month, then you start putting out 3 videos a month or 4 videos a month, you know. And when you stay consistent and when you upload regularly, YouTube will then start recommending your videos to other people. But for YouTube to recommend your videos to people, you need to use the correct words. And that is my other tip. When you put out YouTube videos, don't just give titles. Search for keywords. Go into YouTube and search. Let's say I have a vlog. I can type in vlog in the YouTube search bar and search vlog and see how other people are titling their videos. Maybe I'm cooking. I know Cook With Me is popular, or maybe I'm doing an errand run is popular. If I'm traveling, name it travel vlog. I hope you get what I'm saying. Search keywords are very, very important, because that way YouTube can categorize and recommend your video accordingly and to the appropriate audience. My next tip is not actually a tip, it's actually a warning. I am going to warn you about using music that does not belong to you or that has copyright in it. You may not be monetized when you start out with YouTube and you use that kind of music, but once you get monetized, your chances of getting copyrighted for your past videos are very likely if you're using copyrighted music. Now, that would mean that the person who owns the copyright will then get the revenue for that video, or you would have to take down that video or turn off monetization, and that is you losing coins, sis. You don't want to lose coins. So what I use is I use Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is a paid for service, and they have different genres of music on their site. So you have vlog music, aesthetic music, you have a bit of Afro beats, which they've introduced as well. You have R&B, you can have instrumentals or songs with vocals. Epidemic Sound costs me, I think it's about $239, but it's in dollars, so the amount fluctuates each month, but I've never paid more than 250 rands. I started paying for this service when I got monetized, so meaning my YouTube money is paying for Epidemic Sound because I need it for the channel. So that means I can then prove and claim it from my taxes as an expense. But there are other ways. I know some people use SoundCloud, but you need to learn the technique to that. You need to find music that the pitch has been changed, the beats has been changed. For me, that's a tedious process, so I do not do that. I stick strictly to Epidemic Sound. If you are in a place where there's music playing in the background, like at a restaurant or in a club, my advice to you is don't let that sound play for longer than 5 seconds if you can hear it clearly. So if you can hear the song clearly in your video when you're editing, 5 seconds is enough. Otherwise, YouTube is going to pick it up and you're going to get copyrighted. If the music is not too loud and you're talking over it, then you can let it play out a bit, but honestly, I keep it at 5 seconds or less because I do not want to get copyrighted. Trends. So there's a lot of trends. You would know that every other week there's a new trend going on YouTube, whether it's a makeup trick, a weight loss trick, or like, I don't know, like a video title, yeah, or like a video title that is trending for that week. Now, trends are great because if you do a trending video or a trending title, then the chances of your video being ranked highly or searched or recommended by YouTube are very high. But you don't want to do only trending videos because trends, let's speak the truth, they fade out and they die. Then what are you going to do? So do the trending videos, but make it your own. So if you see a trending topic that you think you would like to do, make it you. Put your stamp on it. So add a little personality into it and speak about it from your personal experiences, or, you know, give it a you twist. And that brings me to my next topic that I want to talk about: niche. So you've probably heard that word about starting a YouTube channel. Oh, niche, you must have a niche. So if you're in beauty, you strictly do beauty, or if you're in fitness, you strictly do fitness. I, for one, I have not really found my niche on my channel. So I offer a variety of content, but my content is me. You can see me in each and every video. So whether it's a weight loss video, you will see or feel me. There's a Palesa thing about that video. If it's hair, there's a me thing about it, you know, because I try and personalize each and every video. My goal is to share what I do on the daily, what I eat on the daily, how I work out, what's going on in my life, and that is how I am sort of trying to brand my channel. I don't know, maybe in future I will niche down, but right now what I'm doing is working for me, so I think I'm going to stick to that. My final tip, I think, is the most important one, and that is to be consistent. So on YouTube, you might realize that some of the big YouTubers will release a video once every 3 months and they get numbers. But that is because that person has the numbers behind them. You're looking at a channel with 100,000 subscribers or more, and they have a very loyal following, so they can afford to do that. But if you're a small YouTube channel, if you're trying to build your numbers, then I would highly recommend that you be consistent. So if you're posting 1 video a month, maybe try and do a YouTube short. YouTube shorts, the nice thing about it is that you don't have to have the 1,000 subscribers, you don't have to have 4,000 watch time hours. YouTube shorts can get you money without having those things. You don't have to be in the YouTube partner program for you to get paid with YouTube shorts. So use that to your advantage. By the way, you can use Instagram Reels on YouTube and make that your shorts. If you're on TikTok, you can use your TikToks on YouTube as shorts. You can also rework them a bit and put them on Instagram to be your reels. But consistency is key. I started posting 1 video a month, and then I went up to 2 videos a month. And now, well, when I was in good standing with you guys, I was putting out 3 to 4 videos a month, and I could see in the numbers that it was really working for me. My YouTube strategy is to put out at least a vlog a month, to put out at least 1 relaxed hair video a month, to put out a makeup video, because these are the things that I like to do and that I do on a monthly basis, to put up some cooking in my vlogs, to put up a sit-down video if I have something to talk about, a Q&A. The list is endless. You can literally search on Google, go on Pinterest, and you can search for YouTube topics or YouTube video ideas, and they will give you a long list of things that you could do and that you can customize according to what you're trying to do with your channel. That is it for the tips that I wanted to give you. I have done a video like this before. I also have done my YouTube monetization video where I share what I did to get monetized. I will put those links in the description box down below, as well as my links for Epidemic sound. So if you want to try it out, you can get a 1-month trial, but after that you will have to pay for the service. Okay, so the second part of this video is a Q&A session. I put up a question box on Instagram and I said you can ask me anything regarding YouTube or content creation. Now here's the disclaimer, I'm not an expert as this. I'm sharing from my personal experiences. There's a lot of information out there. You can search on Google, you can search on YouTube, and you can find more or better information. And that is the disclaimer. Let's get into these questions. This question says, I need help with knowing how to gain confidence and not to overthink it too much. So what you can do is you can practice in the mirror. You can stand in the mirror and you can practice what you are trying to do. Another thing that works is to script your videos. So if you have a video idea, write down the topics or the things you want to talk about in that video and make brief notes. So when you sit in front of the camera, you can talk to the camera, but then also you can look at your notes and read a bit so you can remember. It does take time for you to learn how to speak on camera. It does take time and practice for you to learn how to look into the lens like I'm doing. So I'm looking directly at the lens. My camera does have a flip out screen which is there, so I'm not looking at the flip out screen to see what I look like. I am looking right into the lens, and that makes the person who's watching the video feel like you're engaging with them. But like I said, you need to start And then maybe before posting your videos, YouTube has the option of making your video private, or you can send someone a link, so only that person will have access to your video and they can watch it and maybe give you feedback before you post the video. And that was a great help for me. That is how I gained my confidence, because I allowed the people close to me to critique me. Maybe your sound was off, maybe I wasn't in focus, maybe the lighting was too dark. But start and ask for help where you feel stuck. The next question: how do you deal with now having to share almost every aspect of your life? That's what scares me the most when I think about starting a YouTube channel. So I don't share everything about my life. I share what I'm comfortable with. I show you guys what I want to show you guys. So I show you guys what I would like to see, like on YouTube, realistic things, because I think right now social media is this curated, it's perfect. People are showing you the perfect picture and so I would suggest that you share what you're comfortable with. With me, I'm comfortable with being real. I'm comfortable with coming onto my channel without makeup, without a wig, and showing you guys my bare face, or showing you guys the things I literally do on the daily basis, because that's my truth and that is what I do. Yes, we do have some trips, some travel, some glamour and here and there, but I also want you guys to see that, you know, my real life, because if you show people a facade, it's going to be very hard for you to keep up with that. And that is the advice I would give you. Start off by showing what you're comfortable with, and obviously depending on the type of audience that engages your content, then you will be comfortable with sharing more, because then you build a community. And honestly, I feel like YouTube is a lot safer than the other social media apps. YouTube is very kind. YouTube has a sense of community. There are trolls and people who have negative things to say, but most of the time it's positive. Trust you to ask this on a YouTube Q&A. How are you doing? Hi Zama, I'm doing very well, sis. Like, I'm coming out of the slump and we're coming back kicking and screaming and coming for everything. Next question: how do you feel about influencer gig apps where you have to bid for it, etc.? Girl, I know you're talking about that blue app. I have never gotten like a gig or an influencer gig on Humans or any other app in South Africa. So how I started out was I did like trade exchanges with Brand Advisor and Beauty Bulletin, but I stopped because back in the day they were brutal. They would send you 5 tubes of toothpaste and you would have to do like 10 posts in a reel and IGTV and but then I realized this is not for me, because I now have a following and my name is now out there. I think I need to be compensated for my work, or if it's going to be a trade exchange, then it should be realistic, because there's a lot of time and effort that goes into content creating. There's also a lot of money that goes into it, because sometimes you have to buy props. So now these people are sending me free products, but I'm going to have to buy my own props, and then they want this unnecessary long list of things to do. So that's why I stopped. But I would suggest, if you're starting out, it would be great, because then brands get to see what you can do. And what I heard is they've now reduced it, so they'll give you products in exchange for, now I think it's 1 post and sometimes a video, and some, it's not as bad as it was before. So that is how I started. But also I have only worked with 1 South African brand so far. South African brands are only now starting to approach me, because I've now built the numbers and my name is out there. And when you search certain topics, my name and my channels and my social media stuff pops up. So I'm looking forward to see which brands are going to like approach me. Another thing I've learned is don't be scared to approach the brands. So draft an email. Hi, my name is so and so. I am a creator in this and this and this field, and I would love to work on your brand. Work with your brand, not on your brand. Work with your brand. Then you tell them what you can do. I can do reels, I can do this, I can do carousels, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And you send it to the brand. Some brands will come back to you and say, please send us your media kit and your rate card. Some brands will not come back to you, and that's okay. If you don't want paid collaborations or whatever, then you can just send them an email, especially for the girls who do makeup. Send these brands an email and say, I would like to join your PR list. So when they have new products to give out, then you're on the list and they will contact you and say, hey, listen, we have a new lip gloss line coming out. Would you like to try it for us? And then you ask, what are the requirements? Okay, we'll send you lip gloss. Please do a post and please post on your stories. Great stuff, you know? And that is how you get started. Everybody needs to get a start. It is very nice if you have somebody who works in PR and media or whatever, somebody who works for these agencies. They will put you on. It's very nice when somebody can do that for you. I'm very blessed and fortunate to have met a lady who was in PR and marketing with an agency, and she put my name up. I didn't even meet the requirements, but she put my name on there. How does one grow on YouTube? How you grow on YouTube? 1, start. 2, be consistent. 3, put your links out there, promote your links, share them. Instagram now has the share link option. Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook. Use tags. Support other YouTubers who do what you do. Small YouTubers, come together, do what you need to do, you know. Comment under other people's YouTube channels, because now what YouTube has done is when you comment on somebody's video, when someone clicks your profile, if you're a YouTuber, it will put your stats there. So it will put Palesa and your number of subscribers, and then they can click on that little button and it goes directly to your channel. So it's simpler. So comment on other people's videos, and there will be other YouTubers in those comments, and they may just decide to subscribe to your channel. But also research your keywords. Find words that are searchable, that have high chances of being ranked on YouTube, and that would be my advice. Ooh, not me losing my questions, child. How much are you making? That's personal. So to answer that question, it's not a set amount, because views on YouTube, they fluctuate. So this month I could get 60,000 views on the videos I released for that month, but not just the videos I released for that month. It also counts my past videos. So I could get 60,000 views this month. Next month I could be getting 100,000 views on all of the videos on my channel. So the amount fluctuates, but also YouTube income isn't limited only to just money made from the ads, guys. When you do hair reviews, you get paid for those hair reviews. When you do sponsored videos, you get paid for those sponsored videos. So that is also, I think, categorized as YouTube income for me. When you get sponsored things on Instagram as well that are tied into my YouTube channel, that is also income. You get affiliate marketing, so you will get given links for certain products that you can put in your description box, and when people click and buy from those links, you get a percentage of that sale, and that is also YouTube income. So there are different aspects to the YouTube income, not just the ad revenue. I'm not telling you how much I made though. Okay, well, to give you a hint, I have managed to buy my camera with YouTube money, which is the Canon M50. Yeah, the Canon EOS M50. What have I bought? But most recently I've purchased my MacBook with YouTube money as well, so that should give you a hint. There is money to be made on YouTube. Can I record and edit on my phone? Yes. Smartphones these days are kitted out with so many things that you can use. I'm an iPhone user. I do have an Android, but I prefer editing on my iPhone. So I used to film when I started out. Thank God this phone is here. So when I started out on YouTube, I used to film with this, which is a Huawei P30 Pro, and this is what I would record my videos with. I would just make sure the settings are set to 4K, and if it has 60 frames per second, wipe down my camera, and I would sit down by a window so I would have good lighting, and that is how I started filming. Then I would transfer those files from my Android to my Apple phone via Share It, and then I would edit in iMovie. iMovie is a free video editing app on iPhone, and that is what I was using. Then I graduated and I got a camera. I still do use my phones to vlog sometimes or to get footage sometimes. I prefer using my Huawei for pictures. It has an insane camera. My pictures need little to no editing, and that is what I use, which brings me to the next question. What apps do you use to edit your videos and pics? So with the videos, I use iMovie. I'm not really comfortable using InShot and other ones. I have tried Videoleap, but the free version, which is limited, but Videoleap has been great because I am able to export my clips and reels in HD quality or 4K quality, which is really amazing. Editing my pictures. With my pictures, I do use Lightroom. So I will start off in Lightroom, and I don't have a set formula for editing my pictures. I will mess around with the lighting, the brightness, the exposure, the contrast, the blackness. Those are the things I like to fidget around with. And then once I export it from Lightroom, I will go into Facetune 2. And in Facetune, what I do is I will blur the background if I want like a blurred background, or I will whiten my eyes. So the thing with me is I've got allergies, and most of the time my eyes are red or brown, and in some pictures I want clearer eyes, so I will go in and I will whiten my eyes, and that is literally all I do in Facetune. Export the picture into your iPhone pictures. So I will do sharpness I will do sharpness at 10, I will do definition at 10, and I will do noise reduction at 10, and that's a standard procedure for me. And then I may put a filter on it. So I like the vivid cool and I like the dramatic cool. Those are the two that I use, and that is how I edit my pictures. And that brings me to the end of my video. So I hope these tips have helped you. I hope you are going to bite the bullet and you're going to try and start. Do it for you. You have a reason why you're starting a YouTube, and your why needs to be strong. So your why needs to be very strong, because that is what will keep you going even when you're not seeing the result. I also want to say, for those of you who've already started, engage with your people. So I started following the people who comment in my videos. If I can find you on Instagram, I'm going to follow you. I chat to a lot of you in my DMs, like almost on the daily, and that is how I've built my little community. I know people are telling people, because some of my subscribers will say, hey, listen, my cousin said I should follow you, and listen, girl, like, I love you, or I enjoy your content. And it's always great when you put out content and people receive it well. There will be things that people don't like about you, but I mean, it's always something that you can improve on, and that is what we strive to do. We strive to get better, we strive for progress. We're not trying to be perfect. If you have further questions, please leave them for me in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know when my next video is going to drop. I love you guys so much. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next one.